Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest, and it's Tuesday, so I'm going to give you another view or another list of stocks that are under the radar that not everybody's talking about. Now, I want to start off by saying sometimes my under the radar stocks are going to be lower dollar stocks. Some of them, like today, they may be higher dollar stocks, but the whole idea is that these are stocks that are not heavily in the news, but they have applications to be explosive stocks based upon what they're doing. So if you're ready for another week of low dollar sleeper under the radar stocks, you are in the right place. So let's get started. So here's my list of stocks today. As you can see on the bottom, real quick, if you're going to go to the Tampa 2-Day, I'm going to keep talking about it. If you're going to go to the Tampa 2-Day live, you need to sign up and get your reservations. Go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa because when the seats are gone, I can't get you no more. All right, so I'm trying to tell you early. All right, so here's my listing of stocks. I put them into a Word document. My 5 stocks this week are Cumming, Eaton, Photronics, Coherent, and UiPath. There they are. All right. And again, these stocks you may know more about than the ones that I had last week, but at least you have an idea of stocks that are, in my opinion, under the radar. Starting with Cummings. Data centers. And I highlighted specific things because there's a certain theme that's going on with all of these stocks. Data centers need reliable power at all times. Cumming provides a range of power generators that guarantee unlimited operation hours without limit on the average variable load factor. These backup solutions are critical, especially during power grid outages. Eaton provided an update on the AI data center market after impressive Q1 of 2024. Management expects the market to grow at a 25% CAGR rate between 2022 and 2025. Additionally, they've noted Eaton's strong position in this market, which accounted for 14% of total revenues in 2023. Okay. Photronics, PLB, is an American semiconductor firm headquartered in Brookfield, Connecticut. It sells crucial materials called photomasks that are indispensable to the chip fabrication process as they allow manufacturers to accurately replicate designs on the silicon. Financial performance has been mixed as of late, with earnings per share misses in 2 out of the 4 latest quarters. This one may be a little bit more aggressive, but I like what they do. Coherent. Citi analyst Papa Silla raised the firm's price target at Coherent from to 136 from 106. It's a nice little jump, and keeps a buy rating on the shares following transfer of analysts. The firm says that with its continued artificial intelligence sales and new management's focus on margin expansion and debt reduction, it expects Coherent to move into, and I like this, move into the next phase of its journey. That always makes it sound like this is going to be a positive thing for the stock. The next phase of its journey, resulting in a 40% non-GAAP gross margin company with a $5 earnings per share powered by fiscal year 2026. It believes the street is still underestimating, that's why it could be a sleeper stock, Coherent's AI sales and new management ability to quickly deliver on its goals. And the 5th stock, UiPath, is a software company that helps businesses automate their daily tasks. Its business model and product portfolio set the firm up to also include AI products in the lineup. Considering the surge in business interest surrounding AI and enterprise software products, it's unsurprising that UiPath has beaten analyst earnings per share estimates in all 4 of its latest quarters. All right. I wanted to go back to last week's picks. All right. Again, on Tuesdays, we're going to be giving you stocks that are under the radar. Now, notice that these stocks from last week, 11/26/2024, were all really much lower dollar stocks. All right. Buy recommendations, one hold, Poet was one that I said, man, watch it from the earnings growth perspective, negative earnings growth per share, but I liked what they do. They are the company that puts on the chip wafers, electronics, and phototronics. Ooh, talk about phototronics, going back to the stock that I got this week. Ooh, interesting tie-in there. All right. And it was grossly overvalued as well. But let's do a quick test from 11/26 when I did the video until right now. In 1 week, up 4%, folks. In 1 week, up 4%. And the biggest winner was Poet. I have heard a lot of people say, thank you, Glenn, for Poet. Again, it's still a more aggressive play, but I like the technology behind them. That's what makes a lot of these stocks that I like that are under the radar worth it, because of what they do and how it's going to come out in the end. The one that went down the most was OppFi, down over 8% in 1 week, but we outperformed the market as well. All right, so I wanted to talk about the stock picks from last week and why I'm continuing to do these. Let's go look at this week's picks. Let me scroll all the way down. This week's picks are new radar stocks. All right, and these are the top 5 or my 5. They're all down today, a down day in the market, but Coherent is up on a down day. Why do I like these stocks? Not only the news, but these stocks for the most part are fundamentally sound. Cummins, it is a $375 stock. It is undervalued, fundamentally sound in an uptrend. ETN, Eaton, a little bit overvalued, but fundamentally sound and in an uptrend. Coherent, overvalued, fundamentally sound, but in an uptrend. Photronics, undervalued, fundamentally sound, in an uptrend. And UiPath, a little bit overvalued, not fundamentally sound, but still in an uptrend. So for these stocks to be under the radar stocks, for the most part, they are all in uptrends. They all have VSTs above 1. The only one that doesn't have double-digit earnings growth is Photronics, with an earnings growth that is positive, but not double digits. So that's why I like these stocks. Let's graph them all real quick. Bottom left, top right. Let's put this on a 1-year graph. Bottom left, top right, undervalued Cummins. Love the earnings per share. Let me move that over a little bit. Love the earnings per share, rising and undervalued. Gotta love that stock. Next one, Eaton. Bottom left, top right, overvalued, but look at that. Look at that stair-step effect in earnings per share. Remember, earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Would I get into it today? No. I'm never going to get into a stock on a down day, but I like it. I want you to keep it on your radar. Coherent, look at that earnings per share. It is overvalued, but value is rising. I like this play as well. A little bit of a downturn. I got a little bit of a wedge going on here. This is interesting. Got a little bit of a wedge going on, which is consolidation. Let's go see which way it breaks. It is consolidation, but I love, even though it's overvalued, look at value, killing it. All right, let's go to the next one. Now, this is pretty much sideways over the last year, falling earnings. But again, I like what they do from a semiconductor, and it seems like everybody needs this stuff, right? They all need it. This is more aggressive play. Relative value, relative safety, both above 1, but it is a falling stock that's undervalued. I would put this into a watch list, and the last stock on the list is UiPath. Now it's nicely from this low, moving higher after moving sideways, but still higher than this low. Earnings per share, be careful with it. But again, based on the news, I like this stock, but if I'm looking at a graph, I've got 3 stocks that I definitely like right now, 2 that would possibly be on my watch list as far as stocks under the radar. I'm going to show you one other thing. I'm going to go to the portfolios. Since we started this 11/21, stocks on your radar, all right, 22.26%, not even a month. Here were my stocks, 11/21, 11/3 from 11/21 is still here. I added Poet last week and MPTI last week. Look at these stocks. Look at the equity curve. And folks, all I'm going to keep trying to do every Tuesday is give you more stocks that are on my radar. Stocks that I find throughout research that catch my attention. I write them down. And on Tuesdays, I'm going to keep bringing them to you. Folks, if you've liked this series so far, it's only been for a couple of weeks. Let me know. Just type the word like. All right. But on top of that, make sure you hit the like button as well. And if I've made you money on any of these stocks, type them in the chat. I want to know which stocks have specifically made you some money in this series that hopefully may be a long-lasting series. You know how you make that happen? Hit the like button, share this video, let them know what we're doing over here at VectorVest and how we can help them as well. Folks, thank you for joining me this evening. Next week, we'll come out with another set, but hopefully you're now set with another set of stocks for this week. Folks, this video is over. Until the next time, see ya. Hey, VV Nation, that time of the year is coming up again, where we kick off the year with our Tampa 2-day event. It's going to be live January 10th and 11th, and you know something, if you can't be there live, it's okay, because you can join the live stream for absolutely free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/stream to register for the live event to stream it. I will be the host for your event, but we're going to have Steve Chappell, Jerry D'Ambrosio, Jim Penna. It's going to be an awesome event.